Hey guys, it's Ryoka. Another deck video update. This is the deck that I ran at locals like last week. It didn't do too well because of the fact that I forgot one card. So I just added it, and I think maybe this week if I go, it'll do a little better. So this is the deck list for my beast deck, the one I call Pansy Unicorns. Reason I call the deck that is because it runs on mostly the horses when I can get them out, and they're really consistent with this deck by forcing my opponent to like give in or make them whatever, like side deck and stuff, and see if they can still beat me. It's funny because I was playing this one kid running Light Sworns, and first card I synchroed for was Naturia Beast. I stalled him for like 8 turns pretty much. It was so funny because he couldn't do anything. He was trying to draw into something that can destroy it, and never did. And I still lost, but the fact that a Naturia Beast affects the Lightsworn deck that much, or slowed it down that much, like, just gave me an idea to run this deck against Lightsworn, so it's like, whatever. But the deck so far is kind of good. So I'm going to start with the Synchros. I run 2 Lightning Tricorns, 3 Voltic Bicorns. The reason for the Tricorns is they recycle my Bicorns and my Unicorns. And Voltic Bicorns are when they're destroyed by a card effect or by battle by my opponent. Both players send the top 7 cards of their deck to the graveyard. So it's like really cool. Thunder Unicorn, I run 3 especially for the fact that I can reduce my opponent's monster's attack. So if I only have 2 monsters and I only want to attack with this one, I just reduce it by 1,000. Or if I have, like, let's say, Scapegoat and this in attack, I activate the effect. If they don't do anything or to negate the effect, I chain Scapegoat and it gives me 4 more Beast. And it's for every card. For every monster I control, so it'll give me 4 targets, including itself. That's 5, so it'll lose 2,500 attack. And if it's a monster that has like less than that, it'll go down to 0. So it's like really good, I guess, especially in this deck. It's like I said, Pansy Unicorns. I'm going to side deck 2 Honest because most of the unicorns are all lights, so it's like pretty cool that I can use an Honest with them. So it's like, oh, attack, whatever, 2,200, Honest. Fuck! So it's like, cool. I run 3 Naturia Beasts for the milling effect that it has and for negating my opponent's spells. It's like really cool. Naturia Leo Drake, just a filler synchro, level 9. Easy to bring out, especially in this deck. Bryanak is in this deck a filler synchro, but it's a staple too. Goyo Guardian staple. 2 Stardust Dragons, 3 Black Rose Dragons. Black Rose Dragons are mostly in the deck to nuke the field and to get rid of my opponent's monsters that are in defense. So like Rykos and stuff, its attack will get face up to switch to face up attack position with 0 attack by removing a Dandelion. And I run 2 Dandelions in this deck, so it's like 2 targets for Black Rose. For monsters, well, to the main deck now. For monsters, I run 3 Egotistical Apes. I control the level of this card. If I do not want to increase or decrease its level, it stays at 5, which is like a quick draw synchron, but I can use it for anything I want just by discarding a beast. So I can use it for Stardust, Black Rose, let's say Dark End Dragon if I have a dark monster to synchro with it. But yeah. I run 2 super nimble mega hamsters. Shit, try saying that 3 times fast. But yeah, it's just there for the Rykos, and because its defense is like really high, so they attack it, 1,800 attack, flips, it doesn't destroy. Set a Ryko, they won't attack it because oh shit, it's a Ryko. It's like whatever, but it's still like great milling effect and destruction for my Rykos, especially with this. So it's pretty good. 2 Giant Rats. Searches out everything in the deck except Egotistical Ape, and like I failed 2 times. I tried bringing out an X-Saber Arabellum, And after I did it, I looked at myself. I'm like, I just thought to myself, what kind of a fucking idiot am I? And the kid, one of the kids that I did it on, almost let me go with it. And then I'm like, wait, that's cheating. I'm not gonna do that. So I like caught myself on it like aloud. I'm just like, shit. I should have just gone with it, because then I lost. I was like, fuck. Whatever. It was just so embarrassing that I brought an X-Saber Airballum against this one guy. He's like really, really cool, like good there at Ryan's Comics. His name's Kelly, I think. His decks are actually pretty good. Well, not pretty good. They're actually really good. But yeah, he just looked at me and like just started laughing, and his friend was watching, and he's just like, don't say anything, don't say anything. I'm just like, oh shit. And then he's just like, yeah. I'm like, fuck. But whatever. So 2 giant rats, 2 mind moles, draw power, and stall. They have to be attacked twice to be destroyed, and when it's used for the synchro summon of a beast type monster, I get to draw a card. X-Saber Airballum, I run 2 just for attacking directly, making him discard. With this, it was really funny because that same guy that was laughing at me for my giant rats, he had 5 cards in his hand, and in those 5 cards he had a Gores. I attacked, so he shuffled his hand and placed all 5 cards on the table, and out of, like, randomly, I just picked Gores. Like, I didn't even say it, I was just like, that one. And he's like, fuck! And his friend's like, oh shit, out of 5 cards, he hit my Gores, and I'm just like, yes. Like, to myself, I'm like, yes! And his friend's like, damn, dude, this guy's lucky. Like, out of 5 cards, and even I thought he wasn't going to hit the Gores, and he hit the Gores. I'm just like, yay! Awesomeness. 2 Rykos, milling effect, destruction effect, especially with a super nimble mega hamster, and Elephant, especially for my giant rat. It's a beast, and it's a tuner level 2, so I can use it for like Interior Beast and all like the Thunder Unicorn. So it's like whatever. 3 nimble Mamangas. For 1, they stall, then they search, and they increase my life points. Like in this deck, I need those life points. 3 Hyenas, stall and search. 2 Dandelions, stall, Sangan, search. Spells, Giant Trunade, Pot of Avarice to recycle, Monster Reborn staple, Scapegoat staple, My Body's a Shield in this deck staple, 2 Book of Moons, Necessities, 2 Bait Dolls, fun to use. For traps, Solemn Judgment, staple, 2 Magic Drains, really good this format, 2 Chivalries, fucking broken when you go up against a Gores. Because it special summons in the battle phase. After the battle phase, its effect applies where it special summons a token. Or I'm pretty sure it's in the battle phase, but even though it activates in the battle phase, it's a mandatory effect. It has to special summon a token. So activate this only during the battle phase when the effect of an opponent's effect monster is activated. Negate the activation and destroy that card. So Gores summons a token, activate, destroy the token and the Gores. 2 Horn of Phantom Beast. Really fun to use, especially in this deck when you're running an Interior Beast. They'll do anything they can to get rid of it, so they'll summon a Stardust Dragon with 2500 to attack for 300 damage, and you just surprise them with this. Increase your attack by 800, and your Interior Beast automatically becomes a 3000 beater, and it destroys the Stardust on contact, and as soon as it destroys the Stardust, I get to draw a card. Or any other card, like a Gores or Goyo or whatever they want to do. It's like fun. Like funny. Just to watch them like, fuck. Like, oh shit, I fucked up. And for the last 3, I run 3 compulsory evacuation devices. In this deck, it's like good, especially this format because of all the synchros and everything that goes on. And especially for Stardust, if you can't destroy it because it's effect, compulse it and send it back to the side deck or to the extra deck. It's just like really cool. So that is my beast deck, or how I would call it, my Pansy unicorns. So just a rundown of the synchros again: to Stardust, Goyo, Bryo, Material Leo Drake filler, 3 Beast staples, 3 Thunder Unicorns, fun, 3 Voltic Bicorns, awesome, 2 lightning tricorns mandatory in this deck. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. This is Ryoka with another deck update. Check out my other video. It has a small contest on it if you haven't already watched it. It's also my Regirock deck, and I will be posting a Blackwing deck, I think. It's not done yet, like totally not done. I need one more Kalute, and then I'm gonna change up the deck to make it my own. I'm not gonna be like a fucking net decker like some people out there. I don't want to say their names. Like a little douchebag that's like being an asshole lately. Fucking little net decker. And then he calls me a cookie cutter that I copy other people's decks. Like, what the fuck? These are my original decks. Not my original cards because I didn't like create them, but my original decks. And he calls me a cookie cutter. Like, how fucked up is that? Fucking little douchebag. I'll kick his ass if I have to. Not a threat, everyone, but sarcasm. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and it's Ryoka. Rate, comment, subscribe. Later, guys. Bye.